It's me, Ron T here, and today we're going to be reviewing Thunder Force. Alright, ghouls and gals, Thunder Force stars Melissa McCarthy as the lead character. I believe her name is like M. No, M is the Octavia Spencer, who also stars in this movie. Melissa McCarthy plays the main character who has the ability of super strength. Melissa McCarthy has the super strength, and Octavia Spencer has the power of invisibility. And this film was also directed by Melissa McCarthy's husband, Ben Falcone, who also wrote this movie. And I just have to say, Melissa McCarthy needs to stop letting her fucking husband direct her fucking movies and write her fucking movies. It is fucking hurting her career. The writing in this movie is so fucking terrible. The direction in this movie is so fucking terrible. It is so fucking bland, generic, and so sloppily put together. And it also feels like Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer are like in this weird trance-like autopilot fucking like mode, and it's like really off-putting and really fucking distracting. I mean, I know nobody ever sets out to make like a bad like movie, but this movie is bad, and I don't want to say that it was Ben Falcone's fault or Octavia Spencer's fault or Melissa McCarthy's fault, but it's somebody's fucking fault that this movie is the way that it is. And yeah, I think it's Ben Falcone's fault, because this film just falls completely flat. Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer can only do so much with what they're fucking given, and what they're given is like some CW superhero fucking material. I might even venture to say that it is below CW level fucking shit. It is so fucking hacky and corny, and they're so obviously copying other fucking pre-existing fucking properties, which I know there's only so much that you could do with the superhero genre, but if shows like Invincible have shown me, you can fucking parody something and it can be super close to what you're parodying, but it can also be vastly fucking different and have a lot more fucking depth to it. This film could have been like an adult version of like Sky High or something like that, or it could even been like a discount version of like The Boys or something. But instead, it lacked any ounce of creativity, any ounce of originality, and it was just E.T. phoned home in, man. It was just so phoned in. Everybody in this film is just really like wooden and stiff, and it kind of just feels like we are watching a very long, very badly directed and written SNL skit. I am just waiting for them to be like, live from New York, it's Saturday night with your guest host, Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer and their worthless fucking shit fucking husband / director Ben Falcone. But yeah, Jesus Christ, there is a world in which this movie could have fucking worked. I mean, like I said, this could have been like a discount version of The Boys, or it could have just been like a straight up hilarious rated R superhero film. And speaking of the rating, the PG-13 rating for this film really fucking hurts this fucking film. They're trying to be Deadpool while they're still playing in the fucking kiddie pool, and it's not gonna fucking work. At one point they say the word shit, and then she's like, oh, watch your language, and she's like, oh, okay, crap, sorry. And so it's kind of just like, if you're gonna go there, go there. I mean, because how awesome would it have been to just see Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer like totally like annihilating fucking people with like this superhuman strength, or like her turning invisible and like fucking like breaking somebody's neck or something like that. Like, there is so many fucking cool directions for you to go, and you could have made this kind of like a comedic kind of body horror type of movie, because at one point in the film they kind of were experimenting with that. They had the whole thing where they were injecting her face with fucking those needles and to pump in like the super soldier serum, because let's face it, that's what this is. It's a super soldier serum, and it would have been cool for them to kind of experiment with that, and they kind of did experiment with that a little bit, but like to a very shitty, unfunny fucking degree. The length that they experimented with that was like, she likes to eat raw chicken now for some reason. Okay. And another thing that's really random and like food related is Jason Bateman being a fucking crab person and him being in love with Melissa McCarthy. It is so fucking random and so thrown out of left field that it's just not funny. It's just kind of like, okay, why is that in there? Alright, I don't know what you were going for, but okay. And they even try to like make it funny by like having a random scene where like Jason Bateman's character, who is like just call him like Crabman kind of, I think, and he's like robbing a convenience store with like some of his lackeys and stuff like that, and then Melissa McCarthy like lock eyes, and then they start playing like this song from Glenn Frey, and they start fucking like dancing and stuff like that, and it kind of is just like, okay, like, all right, it's funny because he's a crab and it's random. Like, I'm not even trying to be fucking jaded, it's just that this film is fucking absurd fucking crap. Like, it is just so poorly made, so fucking just... I know why it didn't hit theaters. This film was initially supposed to hit theaters, but didn't hit theaters due to a huge fucking disease that spread across the entire fucking nation. And I'm glad that this movie didn't hit theaters, because it would have been a waste of anybody's fucking time if this movie was in theaters. People would have wasted money, they would have wasted time, they would have been pissed off. So thank God that this movie was just straight to Netflix. Nobody had to really waste any money on it because it came free with the fucking Netflix. Speaking of movies coming free with fucking Netflix, thank God Netflix doesn't do that fucking bullshit model of like, oh, we're gonna charge you fucking $15 or $20, or what does Disney do? $30 on top of your fucking annual subscription, so that way you can watch another movie that you kind of didn't really want to watch, but you're gonna watch it because there's nothing else to fucking watch. So I'm glad Netflix didn't do that for this movie, because Jesus Christ, this movie would have not been worth the fucking time, effort, or money, or marketing to fucking do that. This movie is going to end up like in the bargain bin of like a well, no, not even that. It's not even going to end up in the bargain bin. It's gonna like die a slow fucking painful death on Netflix, where they're like ultimately like take it off, and then like nobody will notice because nobody watched the goddamn fucking thing. Going back to this film being so like generic and so like haphazardly put together, the main villain of this film, whose name is The King, which is a super generic name in itself, is like it's just laughable that they couldn't just take a step back and like rework some of these things. I mean, they even do this thing where like his eyes keep turning red, and I guess that's part of like his power. They never even explain how he gets powers, or how some of these people that they call miscreants in the movie, which is another fucking super generic fucking term. Could you have not called them anything more clever than miscreants? Are we in the fucking 1940s where you call people that are bad miscreants, or are you damn dastardly fiends? Like, Jesus Christ, come on, Ben Falcone. I know you're fucking riding Melissa McCarthy's coattails, so just fucking tell her to drop you a few little golden nuggets of some fucking actual good comedic fucking shit. Or get somebody else to write and direct this movie, Melissa McCarthy. I mean, it would have been super fucking hilarious to see a good comedic superhero movie with Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer in it. Because both of these women are incredible fucking performers, incredible fucking actresses, and it's really kind of a fucking disservice to them for them to be in kind of fucking bullshit like this, which I'm sure they had fun making this movie, and like I said earlier, nobody sets out to make a bad movie. I am 100% sure Ben Falcone, the master fucking director and writer that he is, didn't set out to make a bad movie. I'm sure he tried his best to make a fucking funny movie, but it just didn't work. It just fell flat. It was unfunny. It was boring. And I mean, I will say it's not unwatchable. It's just not funny in any way, shape, or form at all. And when a movie that is billed as a comedy doesn't have any comedy in it, that is fucking bad. That is really fucking bad. And not to mention that the premise of the movie is just ripping off like fucking Captain America. Like, they're just literally ripping that off, and they're like mixing it up with like a generic insert here superhero story. It would have been awesome if they would have just built this world up a little bit more, and like maybe show us like a fake version of like the Justice League, or a fake version of the Avengers, or just they already established that there's villains in this world. Why not establish that there's other people that are superheroes besides these two chicks? They can't be that every single person that has fucking powers in this universe is bad except for them. I mean, it would have been cool to see like a for example, a really crappy, shitty version of like Superman or Batman or something like that. Or like maybe they have a version of Spider-Man that he sucks or something. Like, really lean into this superhero shit if you're gonna do the superhero shit. I mean, again, I hate to keep comparing this thing to other things that are way fucking better than it, but The Boys, Invincible, They all do this way fucking better. Hell, Disney's fucking Sky High does the superhero thing way better. They built a world way better than this fucking film did. And I mean, I guess it all just boils down to that they just took the easy way out. Whatever was easy, they just decided to play it safe and just kind of copy the CW, but do kind of a more shitty job than the CW was able to ever do. I don't know, ghouls and gals. There you have it. I think I'm going to end it there. There you have it, ghouls and gals. Thunder Force, it is not a worth it watch. I do not suggest you go out there and watch it. This film, is it really even worth your time, to be honest with you? I know it sounds like I'm probably shitting on this film a little too much, but it is just so mediocre. It is just so fucking boring and uninteresting that it isn't worth your time. Well, I'm Ryan T, ghouls and gals, and I'll see you in the next one. This is the